Hi guys, I'm Kayla and I'm an education officer here at Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, and this week we have been talking a little bit about exploring animal habitats and using our senses to find clues that let us know what animals might be around. We've gone to a pond and a rainforest to find some animals, but there's also a lot of animals that live right around our own backyards. So if you live along the east coast of Australia, you might find this next mystery animal in your backyard. Now, I was thinking that you guys might be ready for something a little bit trickier. This time, I'm just going to show you some clues about this animal, and I want you to see if you can figure it out all on your own. And I'd like you to leave your guesses, or if you have any questions, you can pop them down into the comments section. Okay? So, the first clue about this animal, as I mentioned, it could possibly be a backyard animal, especially if in your backyard you have a compost or a veggie garden. So if you've got a little veggie patch and you grow lettuce or tomatoes, or if you've got a compost bin where you put your food scraps, this animal might be hanging around. Now, something that comes along with veggie gardens, a lot of the times we get bugs that come into the veggie garden as well. So we've got a snail. We've also got some other little bug clues. We've got a little beetle, a little praying mantis. So obviously little bugs and insects must also be important for this animal to survive. The next clue has to do with this animal's body covering. So oftentimes body coverings are really important adaptations to help animals survive. Now this body covering isn't soft and furry, it's not feathery, it's a bit scaly. And if you look at the color of the scales, that could also be a clue, because a lot of times an animal's body covering has a color that helps them to camouflage. So this looks like some brownish scales, kind of the same color as the leaves and the dirt on the ground. This is an animal that you might hear in the backyard scurrying through the leaves. You might hear a little rustling of leaves on the ground. Now the last clue that I'm going to give you, we're going to have to look very closely. This is the tracks or the trail that this animal would leave behind if it was moving. So have a close look. It's a very good clue. There's a pen down the bottom. That's just to show you the size. So that's a pen, and then there's a slithery bit in the middle and some little footprints on the side. All right, I'm going to leave you with those clues, and we'll see if you can guess the right answer. Again, you can put your guesses into the comments section down below, and if you have any questions, pop those in as well. And next time, we're going to see if you got the right answer. Bye! Hi explorers, this is Kayla, and I've brought along a lovely lizard friend for you to meet today. His name is Barney, and Barney is a blue-tongued lizard. So we've been talking about different habitats and animals that are able to live in different habitats and their adaptations. Now, a blue-tongued lizard is an animal that you could actually find in your backyard if you live along the east coast of Australia. They're actually pretty well adapted to live in our backyards. One of the ways that they're very successful is they are what we call an opportunistic omnivore. That means that they will eat just about whatever they come across. They'll give it a go. So they eat both plants and meat. They might hang out near the compost bin and eat little scraps that get thrown in there. They might hang around the garden and eat some fruits and veggies, or just nibble on leaves in the backyard. And they also like to eat bugs. So things like snails and worms and grubs are all on the menu. These guys can't move very fast. You might be able to see he doesn't have very big legs, so they usually go for bugs that are a little bit slower and easier to catch. They also have really good camouflage. So these guys live down on the ground. They don't climb up in the trees, and they hide underneath the leaves. So you can see the stripy pattern on his back, and the brown and black colors would make him blend in with the leaves on the ground so he can hide from predators. Another couple of ways they defend themselves from predators is, well, they use that bright blue tongue. So if they're threatened, blue-tongued lizards open their mouth really wide and stick out their tongue, and they go and the predator will see that bright blue and say, ooh, bright blue, that might mean that that animal is poisonous, because sometimes bright colors can indicate danger. Blue-tongued lizards aren't really poisonous, they're just very tricky. Now, if a blue-tongued lizard did come across a predator, and a common backyard predator that they might come across is a cat. So if a cat were to get a blue-tongued lizard by the tail, they can actually detach their tail from their body. They can drop their tail, and the tail will wiggle all around. Even though it's not attached to the lizard can crawl away and hopefully escape, and then they actually grow a new tail. Now, this isn't something that they do all the time. It's not like every day they just grow a new tail. It takes a really long time, and they can usually only do it around once in their entire lifetime. So it's kind of a last resort to save them. All right, well, keep an eye out in your backyards or around your house. You might be able to spot an awesome blue-tongued lizard or another cool reptile, and have a wonderful day.